We've got a percentages question here, and percentages on the SAT are very tricky. You have to be careful. This is a place where the SAT likes to use your own knowledge against you. Let me show you what most people do wrong. They say 40%, they see 18, they do 0.4 times 18. You're going to do that in your calculator, 0.4 times 18, and you're going to get 7.2, which is choice A. But it is wrong. This is a big trap. Now, how would we know to avoid that trap? Well, one is to understand the math. That's important. We're going to talk about that in a second. But the other way is to understand the story. The story makes it clear that choice A cannot be right. We have to think about what the situation actually says. A book was on sale for 40% off its original price. If the sale price of the book was $18, what was the original price? We're looking for the original price. If the book is on sale, how could the original price, $7.20, be less than the sale price, the price we pay after the discount? It doesn't make sense that if we have a discount, we end up paying more for this book than if we didn't have the discount. So this story doesn't make sense in terms of choice A. Hopefully you notice that. And you know that this math is just a little too easy. And especially because now we're at a question number 12 in the calculator section. This is supposed to be a medium difficulty question, but multiplying two numbers together that were given to us in the question, that's not medium difficulty. That's really easy. We should sense the difficulty here and know that there's got to be some more complexity to this question. Sense the difficulty. Pay attention to where you are in the section, and you're less likely to fall for these kinds of traps because you know what you need to do, what level of work is necessary to solve something. In this case, we're going to use what I invented to help with percentage questions because everyone gets these wrong. We need a better formula than what's out there. So I use what's called the open formula. Okay? This is very much based on the formulas you learn in school. Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to take the original value, multiply it by the percentage, and E stands for equals the new value, right? So there's an original price of the book. They literally say that. That's in the question. And then there's a new price of the book, the sale price after the discount. But I'm going to make one slight adjustment here. So let's change colors to make it clear that we can still use this formula for percentages, but it'll be more helpful since we're talking about a decrease, a percent increase or decrease. It's much more helpful to involve that decrease in the formula itself. So when you're talking about percentage increase or decrease, I recommend doing the original times 1. Normally it's plus or minus the percentage is equal to the new, okay? Now in this case, I'm gonna get rid of the plus because this is a discount, so it's 40% off. So let's see how these numbers would fit into this equation. So a book was on sale for 40% off its original price. So that's gonna be 1 minus 0.40, right? So when we talk about percentages, we're almost always thinking of them as decimals when we're doing the arithmetic. So 40% becomes 0.40 as a decimal. And then it says if the sale price of the book, the new price of the book, were $18, what was the original price? So this is the key here. The original is the thing we don't have. When we do percentages in our daily lives, when we do percentages in class and school, we're almost always doing what we did for choice A. We're almost always multiplying. But for the SAT, they twist up percentage questions. They purposely twist them so that you'll get them wrong. But it's an easy thing to untwist if we have a formula. Normally, we think of percentages with multiplication. On the SAT, a lot of the time, you're going to have to do division when you do percentages. So watch what happens here. We're going to simplify this formula a little bit. We're going to get x times 1 minus 0.40 is 0.60. So that's another thing that happens with percentages. 40% off is more like 60% on, right? We're paying 60% of the price. and that equals 18. And then what we're doing to get x, to get the original price, is we need to divide by the percentage. Not multiply, divide. And so that leaves us with x is equal to, we should do this in our calculators, 0.60, 30. Now, from the start, I could have guessed and checked these answer choices to get it right. And those would have involved multiplication. That would have been a very safe way to go here, but I purposely wanted to use the formula to show you what you're up against. To show you what you're up against here, because percentages time and time again are this place where the SAT tricks people. So you've really got to be aware of the difficulty of the question that you're on, aware that the SAT as a whole, plays by different rules than a normal test, and you have to obey those rules. That trap is going to be there. Hopefully now you will not fall for it the next time you see a percentages question.